American Originals. The United States has given the world many marvels, some of which are tasty cheeses. All of these cheeses are easy to slice and melt. We're going to explore a few of these All-American Originals right now. American Pasteurized Processed Cheese. The most popular choice in the deli, American Pasteurized Processed Cheese has a distinctively mild taste and is velvety smooth when melted. Before he became famous for his macaroni and cheese, J.L. Kraft was the first to patent processed cheese in 1916. The longer shelf life of this cheese was revolutionary. To this day, American cheese is a favorite. Most cheeses are made starting with milk. Pasteurized processed cheese starts from one or more natural cheeses like cheddar, Swiss, or Monterey Jack that are ground up, blended, and heated. Added ingredients keep the texture smooth. The cheese is pasteurized or heated again to stop the aging process. This destroys any flavor-producing cultures. If it can't age, it can't develop more flavor. Customers love this mild cheese, which tastes like the cheese it came from. Sometimes ingredients like jalapenos or salami are added. Just remember, American Pasteurized Processed Cheese is made from real cheeses. Brick. Wisconsin is home to the white or pale yellow semi-soft, easy slicing brick cheese, first made in 1877 by John Jossi. This cheese gets its name from the way it was originally made, by pressing the cheese with bricks to get rid of the moisture and to shape the cheese, like a brick. One factory in Wisconsin still uses bricks. It's cured in a bath of salt water and bacterial cultures to give it flavor. The salt also helps preserve the cheese. It's a washed rind cheese, meaning the surface is rubbed daily with a bee linen's bacteria that helps to ripen it and give it an earthy flavor. This bacteria is used in many washed rind cheeses made in the US and Europe. When brick is young, it's easy to cut and has a mild, sweet, and slightly nutty taste. As it ages, brick becomes softer, smells stronger, and tastes much more pungent. Munster. Closely related to brick is Munster. Not to be confused with French Munster, this cheese is as American as driving a hot dog-shaped truck. Note the difference in spelling and pronunciation. French Munster, American Munster. Aged up to 8 weeks, this white semi-soft cheese is a favorite in the deli. It has a very mild to mellow flavor, and it gets creamier with age. It can be identified by its edible orange surface that's colored with annatto, a natural vegetable dye. Monterey Jack. David Jacks, who came to Monterey, California during the gold rush, struck it rich when he invented Monterey Jack in 1864. This cream-colored cheese ripens in 3 to 6 weeks and has a mild, buttery, slightly tart taste. Sometimes herbs, jalapenos, or fruits are added to give it an extra boost of deliciousness. Use sliced Monterey Jack for appetizers or snacks. Its semi-soft texture makes it an excellent melting cheese too. Colby. Colby cheese hails from none other than Colby, Wisconsin, and dates back to 1882. Like cheddar, it's a semi-hard cheese with an orange-yellow color. Though Colby does switch it up, it has a more open texture than cheddar. It looks this way because its cottage cheese-sized curds are sprayed with cold water to keep their shape. This creates tiny or mechanical openings, as cheesemakers call them. This more open texture makes the cheese easy to slice and shred. Its nutty flavor is quite mild because the cheese is aged for less than 3 months. It's a great sandwich slicing cheese and substitute for mild cheddar. Colby Jack. The Midwest meets the West Coast in Colby Jack cheese. Manufacturers mix Monterey Jack and Colby cheeses to achieve a marbled appearance and distinctive flavor. It's no wonder it's one of the most popular semi-hard sandwich cheeses out there. These all-American cheeses are as versatile as they are mouth-watering. They're also a good source of protein and calcium. Try them to get to know them. Add something new to a favorite sandwich or a wrap. Stuff them in a pork chop. Snuggle them up with some ground beef on a burger. Or shred them over fresh steamed vegetables. These cheeses are great for sandwiches and cooked dishes because they melt so easily. This is an educational program brought to you by the International Dairy-Deli-Bakery Association. Special thanks to the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board for providing photos and assistance.